So what should somebody look for in a dentist?
Well, that's a very interesting question because that puzzles me of how people pick a dentist.
Yeah, how do they? I mean, you just...
I tell you what, generally I'll do an informal survey in my office, and most people pick a dentist because they've always been at that dentist, or their parents went to that dentist, or he was down the street, or something like that, or he's a friend of my father's. Okay, basically, they pick their dentist by default.
What's wrong with that?
Well, it may not be anything wrong with it. Okay, but I think it would be a good idea to know your options. You have options. You don't have to stay at a place that you're not totally comfortable with just because you've always been there. Okay? It's not difficult to make a change. I would basically interview. I had a gentleman one time call me up and said, I'd like to interview to see if I want you to be my dentist. I thought that was brilliant. I am shocked nobody else does that. That's only happened to me once in 35 years. Okay, but what happened, he came in and we talked, and I wanted to know what he was looking for. He wanted to know what I could provide, and we came to an agreement. He seemed a real nice guy. He liked us, and yeah, it worked out really well. So you want to be able to speak to the dentist. You want to be able to make sure they're listening to you. They're not telling you what to do. They're telling you what you can do, what your options are, but you get to make the choice.
What about technology? Because you're big on technology in your office.
Well, you know, it's funny because new technology, we tend to be on the cutting edge of that because the stuff is so much better. Okay, and I would be a little disappointed if I went into an office and it looked like the office of 1960. Okay, I'd want to see some, I would want to see some cameras. I want to see some digital X-rays, which are much safer. I want to see a nice place with happy people who obviously care about you and want to take care of you.
You say you have, people come on my show and they say, I have a really great team, great staff.
Yeah.
But you in particular on the phone said, I want to make sure we mention that on our interview.
Well, I'll tell you why.
Why is that so important, though?
I'll tell you why it's important. Because I don't take, my team is so tight. Most of them 20 years, 25 years, a lot of my members. And we basically didn't get them necessarily from dentistry. We got them from public service, places where they served people. Okay, what that's good for is I don't have to train them how to serve people. Basically, we pick people who are generally nice, considerate, and love other people, and can communicate with other people, and then we train them what to do in dentistry. That's the easy part. You can't train someone how to be nice.
Okay.
Okay. Now I will take we have a wonderful office. People comment about it all the time, and I honestly can't take credit for any of the way you're treated there, other than the fact that I take credit for picking my team. And that's what I'm most proud of.